Hello beautiful people, and welcome to the Modern World Dynamics channel. I'm your host and guide, navigating the complex dynamics of our modern world. Today we're going to unravel the mysterious world of dating, specifically focusing on advice for women. We're drawing from the wisdom of experts compiled by Marie Claire, offering you 10 truly impactful tips. So whether you're single and ready to mingle or just looking for ways to spice up your dating life, you're in the right place. Stick around, we're diving into some truly valuable insights that could change your dating game. First off, let's tackle one of the most fundamental aspects of dating: understanding and communicating differences. Now, imagine a woman named Lisa. Lisa, like many of us, once believed that all men were cut from the same cloth. That is, until she met Mark, a man who loved early morning jogs, whereas Lisa was more of a hit the snooze button 5 times kind of girl. Initially, she thought this was a deal breaker. But then she realized, it's these differences that make us unique and interesting. She learned to respect Mark's early bird tendencies, and in return, Mark never judged her for her love of extra sleep. And here's the funny part, they found a middle ground: morning yoga. It was neither too early for Lisa, nor too inactive for Mark, so they turned their differences into a shared experience. So remember, acknowledging and respecting differences can significantly improve your dating experience. Next up, we have a tip that sounds simple but is often overlooked: knowing what you want. Let's take a stroll down memory lane with our friend Emily. Emily was a firm believer in the tall, dark, and handsome doctrine of dating. She'd swoon over any man who could reach the top shelf without standing on his toes. But as it turns out, her heart had a different agenda. One day, she found herself falling for a man who was, let's say, more hobbit-sized than Thor-sized. And guess what? He was hilarious. He had Emily in stitches every time they spoke, and she realized that the height of a man had nothing on the height of his humor. It's like she was hunting for skyscrapers when she was really in the market for a comedy club. So, ladies, take some time to reflect on what you really want. It can save you a lot of time and heartbreak. Before we continue, if you're finding these tips useful, do us a favor and give this video a like. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps us bring you more content like this. Plus, you'll be part of our amazing Modern World Dynamics community, where we continue to delve into the dynamics of dating and so much more. Alright, let's get back to it. Moving on to a crucial aspect of any relationship, not just dating: open and honest communication. Let's take a journey with a character named Sarah. Sarah was a lively, charming woman who had a peculiar trait. She thought her partner was psychic. Yes, you heard that right. She genuinely believed her partner could read her mind. Now, we've all had moments where we wished our partners could understand what we're thinking without us having to say it out loud, right? But Sarah took it to a whole new level. She would be upset about something and expect her partner to realize it without her saying a word. But alas, her partner was not a mind reader. They were, in fact, a regular human being. Shocking, I know. This led to a series of misunderstandings between them. Sarah would get upset, her partner wouldn't understand why, and they'd end up in a whirlwind of confusion and frustration. It was like a never-ending episode of a soap opera, but without the dramatic background music. One day, Sarah's friend Emma sat her down and had a heart-to-heart with her. Emma was the wise one in their group, the one who always seemed to have her life together. She said, "Sarah, love, you're not dating Professor X. You have to communicate your feelings openly. Your partner isn't going to know what you're feeling unless you tell them." Sarah realized that Emma was right. She had been expecting her partner to perform miracles, while she had the power to make things better all along, simply by communicating openly and honestly. So she started to communicate more. She expressed her feelings, her thoughts, her concerns. And guess what? Her relationship improved significantly. Misunderstandings were minimized, and they found a new level of understanding and respect for each other. So here's a joke for you. Why did Sarah bring a ladder to her date? Because she wanted to make sure they were on the same level. Get it? Because communication helps level. Never mind. So remember, open and honest communication is key. Don't expect your partner to read your mind. Next, we have a tip that's especially important for those in the dating pool. Don't let guilt control your decisions. Let's talk about Grace, a vibrant woman with a heart as big as a lion's. Grace was known for her empathetic nature, but it often led her into tricky situations. One day, Grace met a guy at a local coffee shop. He was nice, but Grace wasn't really feeling the chemistry. However, he seemed a little down on his luck, and Grace, being the kind soul she was, felt guilty about rejecting him. So she dated him. Sounds like a plot from a rom-com gone wrong, right? But here's the punchline. Grace ended up spending months in a relationship that was more of a charity project than a romantic endeavor. She became the relationship equivalent of a cat lady, adopting stray boyfriends out of guilt. However, Grace eventually realized that her guilt shouldn't dictate her love life. She understood that her feelings mattered too, and that she deserved someone who sparked joy in her heart, not just a guilty conscience. It was a tough lesson, but Grace came out stronger and wiser. So, the moral of the story: don't be like our dear friend Grace. Don't let guilt steer your decisions. If you're not feeling it, it's okay to say no. Dating should be about finding someone who complements you, not someone you feel obligated to be with. So ladies, remember, your feelings and comfort should always come first. Well, that's all the time we have for today's video. I hope these tips will help you navigate the dating scene with more confidence and ease. We've covered some key points today: understanding differences, knowing what you want, the importance of open and honest communication, and not letting guilt control your decisions. Remember, dating is an opportunity for self-discovery and learning about others. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Share your own experiences, thoughts, and dating advice in the comments section. Maybe you've got a story that could help someone else, or you've learned something new from this video that you'd like to share. Before we wrap this up, let me tell you about our YouTube AI Masterclass. If you're intrigued by the idea of becoming a full-time creator and making a passive income while working just 3 days a week, this is the class for you. We'll show you how to grow your channel from 0 to over 100,000 subscribers, just like we've done for 4 other channels. And you'll learn how to use artificial intelligence to create content and maximize your earnings. Don't get left behind. Be one of the first to use AI content creation. The link is in the description. Don't forget to share your stories in the comments section below. Your experiences could help someone else. And if you're interested in becoming a full-time creator, check out our YouTube AI Masterclass. The link is in the description. Until next time, keep navigating the dynamics of the modern world confidently.